Well, hi there, Vanellope. And yep, this is Sugar Rush, aka Madolche. This is the current build, as you see here. And I will go over its full contents right now. So, yep, now she's leaving. Let's see what we got. We got 3 Madolche croissants, and I'm not going to refer to them as Madolche because that's going to take forever. So, 3 croissants, 3 Mew Feels, 3 Gelatos, 1 copy of Chalk's Velier, 3 Magdalenes, 1 Pudding Cess, double Trag, double Snowman Eater, and 1 Neil Fishing Grand Mole. Rounds up our monsters. For spells, we use 2 Dualities, 2 MSTs, 2 Tickets, and 3 Chatails. And then for the staples, aka I guess the Madolche staples I call are the Reinforcement of the Army, Dark Hole, and Heavy Storm. I opted to play Monster Reborn because, I don't know, I didn't feel I needed it. For traps, double Torrential, double Fiendish Chain, because the deck doesn't run Effect Veiler, and I think Effect Veiler in this deck isn't that great. Double Solemn Warning, the Solemn Judgment, 1 Dark Bribe, Mirror Force, and Compulsory. And that's the trap lineup. Now, I'll explain some of the main deck cards before I go into the extra deck. So, let's see. Everything's pretty standard right here, except for this guy. Most people haven't been using this, and he's important for Monster in my extra deck. If you saw my Archetype discussion, you probably know what monster that is, because I pretty much cut my copy of Silver Sentinel, which was the Sergeant Calhoun from the movie, represented into this deck, and I replaced it with Chevalier, because he has the Madolche name, and I don't know, I think he's actually pretty good. And then Pudding Cess. People don't like maining Pudding Cess. I don't know why. They don't like using this girl in the main deck, which I think she's amazing. And yeah, so if you saw the movie, you know why she is Pudding Cess. So enough about that. We will see Pudding Cess because she, aside from her effect that she needs to have a graveyard free, she is an out because she allows to destroy cards whenever she battles. So that's pretty good. Aside from it being a dead draw, I mean, you can use Trag and ditch her to take a level 5 monster if that is the case. But I haven't really ran into any level 5 monsters, so yeah. Snowman Eater, because the deck needs a way to get rid of monsters that are bigger than the main deck monsters, so I don't know. And it's a level 3 floater, which combos well with my extra deck combo pieces, so yeah. And then Grand Mole, same thing, level 3. But it's another way of getting rid of big monsters that this deck is trouble all around. So part of the reason why this deck isn't that competitive, because it's missing something. TCG exclusive and Cosmo Blazer. Come on, I want it. Now spell wise, pretty standard there. Traps are, most people would just choose traps. I'm liking Dark Bribe in this deck, so I might try to main deck 2 of them. Now, let's go on to the extra deck. 1 Gemnite Pearl, just for beating. And makes your graveyard be clean when you really want it to be clean. So he's good. The Utopia Duo, because Utopia serves as a little wall when you have like a Mew Fuel on the field that you want to protect. And then, you know, you overlay into Utopia Ray when you run out of materials. Shockmaster, because the deck can go into him, and any deck that can make Shockmaster should main deck it because it's freaking stupid. 2 older, or Vanellope's mother, is just Tiramisu. So yeah, the star of the deck. She is just big SOB when she comes out. She's just gonna send everything back and give you pluses when Ticket's active, which is over there. Ticket, field, Tiramisu. So dumb. Backed up by Dark Bribe or Solemn. Yeesh. So enough about her. 1 Fairy King Alvarich, because the deck's mainly Earth, and if we can get a big field, we weaken everything else that's not Earth, so he's pretty good. Heroic Champion Excalibur, because the deck can make a push with the Warriors, which are just these guys right here. So yeah, that's why Chevalier is pretty important. 4 Warriors and 1 Rhoda, the standard. Feel Imperative, because this card is just too good. I mean, I made the card discussion on it, and I guess I was kind of right, but everyone plays it now. Maestroke because it's an out of things that you just don't want to see face up, like that Thunder King. Get the thing out of here. For 3s, I put Acid Golem for beats, Tempo, because Tempo, what the hell? Tempo, just because, you know, and it's also like a little character. It can be a Sugar Rush character, you know. I could reference someone, I don't know who, but I can. Leviathan Dragon, just a beater. Wind up Zenmains. And then the star player of this deck is this guy. So, my mixed Saber Invoker is Ralph in this deck, and he puts in work. Now, he allows for Tiramisu, these 3 cards. These 3 right here. Tiramisu, Invoker, and Pudding Cess can be on the field all at once and cause some heavy damage. So, that's what I call my Wreck-It combo. So, I might repost that, but you can see it in my Archetype discussion. And now, I will go into cards that this deck, I've seen in other builds that I personally do not like. So let's start off with Guardian Yados. Okay, let's see. In theory, this card is good because you have no monsters in the graveyard, you drop it, it's 2,500. You open 3 and a Madolche, you can OTK the opponent. Now, that's like the pros of it, or whatever. I don't know, I want to get in detail about that. Now, the bad thing about this is that it doesn't do anything else. If you draw him late game, if you're running 3, this is going to be a horrible dead draw. I don't know why you would run 3, but that's it, aside from the point. So, you draw this late game when your graveyard has some monsters because the deck, I think Madolche, or Sugar Rush, has to run non-Madolche monsters in the deck that flow with the monsters. That's why I have Trag, Snowman Eater, and Grandmole, because they serve a purpose. Plus, your Exceed monsters, when they die, they're going to be in your graveyard. So, this thing is useless. So, I completely scrapped it. I tried at the beginning, and it's a no-no. So, Yados, don't run it. Marmalade is another one. I tried this, but it never went off. Like, usually my field spells, my tickets are on the field. I run 5 copies of them all together. So, yeah, she's 2,500 under the field, you know, big defense. It can't die. But I replaced her with the Snowman Eaters, merely because Snowman Eater, when it's flipped, it at least kills the monster. Marmalade is just going to sit there. Yes, it's an Exceed play and sets up for a queen, but I don't like her. So, yeah, at most she could have been Taffeta, but yeah, Vanellope doesn't like her, so I took her out. Butler Rusk. Now, this guy, I kind of like him, but I don't, because he needs another Madolche to get his effect off. But, I don't know, I think at most I'll side this guy, because I'm thinking of siding Secret Village of the Spellcasters, because Butler Rusk and the Magdalenes are Spellcasters, and I probably will want to side 2 Breakers. So, I don't know. If you guys want to see a side deck or this deck, just thumbs up or comment below. But I'm currently working on one. So, Butler Rusk is alright. I mean, I guess you can run him over the Chevalier, but I think Chevalier is better than him in my deck. So, yeah, that's why I chose Chevalier. Now, the last card is kind of be like, whoa, why aren't you running this? This card is amazing. And it's Madolche Palooza. Yes, I know. This card has the effect of swarming the field, but when I used it, it was not live at all, or I had it set. My opponent MSTs it. I really don't want to use it to wall up, and then all my guys go back to the deck, and I can't finish. That was a horrible glare. But, yeah, that's the main reason why I didn't really like Palooza. It's a good card. I mean, maybe as a one-off, it does allow for a easy Shockmaster, but I chose to run defensive back row instead. So, here's the quick view of the deck again, and happy 2013, everybody. 2012 ended. TeemTHE did some things this year, and hopefully 2013 we can accomplish more. So this has been PKMN Master Juice with my Sugar Rush deck profile, the updated version, and like, comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you guys in the next episode.